Ladies and gentlemen of the FNAF and Bikini Bottom jury, there was a video I made a little not too long ago about how Drewski and Freddy Fazbear were the same person. Well, now I'm going to explain how the FNAF universe is connected to the SpongeBob universe, including the upcoming movies. Also, why do both of these series have movies coming out next month? Now, I can't say the SpongeBob movie is a sequel because there are a lot of SpongeBob movies out there, but it is definitely not the first movie, so we're gonna call it a sequel, and if you don't like it, you can shove a Krabby Patty up your booty hole if you have a problem. So, both these movies are pretty much sequels, and are coming out in the same month, in the same year. That's not a coincidence. If there's one thing about me, is that I know SpongeBob, and I know FNAF. And I've watched SpongeBob my entire life, and I've been a FNAF fan for I don't even know how long. I've played most of the FNAF games, I've played a lot of SpongeBob games, I've bought merch, I've gone to MacPat, I bought the Popeyes FNAF meal, I did it all. I know what I'm talking about. Now, when talking about the similarities between Bikini Bottom and Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, there are quite a few notable comparisons. For example, both of these series revolve around protagonists who work low-wage service jobs in hostile environments. In FNAF, there's a night guard that works at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, and he faces like pretty much homicidal animatronics, right? SpongeBob works at a Krusty Krab, facing a toxic boss, health code violations, and etc. You know, both of these portray the emotional toll of underpaid labor in the service industry. So, both universes pretty much say that capitalism is the real monster, and capitalism is really just being William Afton and Mr. Krabs. Freddy Fazbear and the animatronics are autonomous animal mascots. In SpongeBob, almost every single animal is autonomous. SpongeBob is an intelligent sponge, Patrick is intelligent, kinda intelligent starfish, Sandy is an intelligent mammal in a suit, Larry is an intelligent lobster. By the way, if you don't know what autonomous means, it's okay, because I didn't know either until I googled it literally 3 minutes ago. The SpongeBob world is essentially a fully successful version of what the Freddy animatronics are trying to be. Friendly, living characters that coexist with humans, or in this case, fish. See, FNAF is pretty much the failed prototype, and Bikini Bottom is the perfected model. Stay with me now. SpongeBob has multiple episodes where he works alone late at night, strange noises occur, and someone or something is lurking in the shadows. The lights are flickering, and his boss leaves him with almost no instructions. This is literally what FNAF is. That one episode, the Hashling Slasher, it's FNAF. It's FNAF right there. No. Let's get into the nitty gritty of this mystery. On the surface, FNAF 2 is a horror sequel, and the SpongeBob movie is a lighthearted animated adventure, blah blah blah. They are totally different, right? Wrong. But in this conspiracy theory that no one asked me to make at all, there are two halves of the same cosmic narrative. Stay with me. FNAF represents the pain, horror, and regret of the animatronic souls. SpongeBob represents the hope, the bravery, the rebirth of the same souls, now freed or seeking purpose in the watery world. Stay with me. December 2025, the release of the dates are not just scheduling as a coincidence. They are narrative portal events. The horror of Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria meets the undersea whimsy of Bikini Bottom. The most serious connection is the souls. In FNAF, the children's souls possess animatronics. In SpongeBob, the characters are sentient, talking creatures, sea creatures. So, in this logical conclusion that I'm about to make, SpongeBob's universe represents a version of the FNAF world long after the children's souls is fully adapted to their animatronic bodies, evolving into independently living, non-human organisms. Even though these movies aren't out, and I haven't seen either of them, I can pretty much tell like what the movie's gonna be about. So FNAF 2, I guess, is pretty much gonna be digging into more of the lore and the hidden backstories of like the dark origins or whatever. And I guess the search for SquarePants, I don't even, Journey of the Deepest Depths of the Sea, I actually have no clue what that movie's gonna be about. All I saw was a pirate, and we're gonna make that connection later. If you still think these worlds aren't similar, then explain the crossover episode. See, in season 11, episode 12, Old Man Patrick. In season 11, episode 12, Old Man Patrick, Patrick thinks he's an old man and quite literally becomes one. So SpongeBob shows Patrick how fun being a kid is to get him back to normal. In doing so, SpongeBob takes Patrick to a place called Bunny Buns, where there are literal animatronic animals. Now, there are countless animals they could have chosen. They didn't choose fish, they didn't choose dogs, they didn't choose random sea creatures. They chose a bear and a bunny. These are the two foundational animatronics of the FNAF universe. You can't tell me shit, okay? Except for Chica, but she's not. They didn't put a duck in there, but they did put a panda. And technically, a panda could be a duck. No, it's not. It's not. No. But the bear pretty much represents Freddy Fazbear, okay? They threw that out there. They knew what they were doing. In this SpongeBob episode, the bear is an animatronic. He's front and center. I think he's front and center. But he's on the stage. There's a stage, okay? So he's front. He's front and center. He has the same frozen performance smile, and he exists to create the artificial warmth. This isn't just a bear robot. This is the Freddy archetype. The comforting mascot that becomes terrifying once you realize it isn't alive. Like that child who got that panda's head put onto his pizza and he was screaming because there's a panda animatronic head on my pizza. Like, ah. The bunny also represents Bonnie's archetype. Bonnie from FNAF is a rabbit, bunny, whatever, animatronic. It's often associated with movement and unpredictability. I swear, bro, FNAF 4, I don't know where, you couldn't find Bonnie. Maybe that's just me, maybe because I'm trash, I don't know. But every time I played FNAF 4, I couldn't hear Bonnie. Bonnie sucks, bro. Same bunny animatronic in the SpongeBob episode mirrors this. It has a bunny shape, it has artificial movements, slightly more unsettling design than the others. In its position like it's about to perform. There's no way you managed to take Patrick out of a coincidence. You just take Patrick to a arcade style pizzeria, because there was pizza there, where there is a stage, animatronics, a bear and a bunny, and there's a ball pit. I haven't even talked about the poster. You cannot tell me that the FNAF 2 poster does not look the same as the SpongeBob Season 2 poster. You cannot tell me. I have that same, I don't have it with me, but when I was little, I had the SpongeBob seasons on DVD, and I had that season. I know that poster like the back of my head, whatever. Same poses, same two carved cutout, same, like, it's same position, everything. It's identical to the exact minute detail, identical. Alex Bale, I know you quit SpongeBob stuff, but get back on it, because I'm telling you right now, I'm on to something. I'm on to something, bro. The hash-slinging slasher as well. Come on now. Flickering lights, strange noises out there. Squidward's not really doing any help, so he's pretty much, Squidward's the phone guy! Squidward's the phone guy! Oh, Freddy, come here. Freddy. Squidward. Squidward is the phone guy. Stay with me. Stay with me on this one. I'm about to explain to you how Squidward is the phone guy from FNAF. And as I'm thinking about it, a lot of stuff makes sense now. If Squidward is really the FNAF phone guy, it would explain the fact that one, Squidward works in the front register, and there are episodes where Squidward does have a phone and he does answer the phone. For example, an episode where Patrick is working, and then he answers the phone, and then he says, "No, this is Patrick." Yeah, there's a phone there. There's definitely a phone there. It's not really his job. It's Squidward's job. Patrick just took it that one episode, but that means it's really Squidward's job to answer the phone. I mean, come on, it's the same personality type and everything, right, Freddy? Right. They both sound tired all the time. They both hate their job, but they still do their job. They're both stuck explaining things to someone who is less experienced. They both use sarcasm as a coping mechanism. I mean, Squidward constantly complains about the Krusty Krab. Phone guy constantly sounds stressed giving the night guard instructions and everything. They both are clearly burnt out service workers. Both act as the same role. I mean, the phone guy guides the player. Squidward teaches SpongeBob basic job skills that he will never master, because even though he is a master at it, how has he not mastered that? I haven't put that together. Anyway, phone guy explains how to survive, and he also slowly becomes more stressed as the days go on. Squidward warns SpongeBob about danger, and even though SpongeBob ignores him, he still warns them. Squidward is annoyed over time by SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs. Even the voices included, like, both characters have flat, monotone, exhausted type of voice, and it's like forced friendliness type of, like, it delivers like I don't want to talk to you, but I got to, and I get paid, so it is what it is type of thing. It's like, I don't really get paid enough for this anyway, but again, the bills got to be paid type of thing. Same energy, and they both sound like someone who once had dreams and then they got lost. Squidward is an artist who, he has a talent and it isn't really recognized. Phone Guy probably had dreams of his own too, I mean, but he works in the same corporate training job instead of doing something meaningful with his life. Same thing with Squidward. That was really not even the point of this video, but I just had to, that just crossed my mind and I just went crazy with it. Wow, okay. That had nothing to do with the movie at all, but you get what I'm saying. Like, there's definitely, you can definitely compare the Krusty Krab to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. The Krusty Krab doesn't have animatronics running around it, but it does have Plankton trying to steal the formula, so hey, close enough, I guess. I mean, come on, what do you want me to do? I'm balling! Anyway, that was about it. I can make more theories. Like, I'm off the dome with this. I can keep going, but that right there, that kind of tickled me the wrong way. If you that, why do people say that? It's so. FNAF and SpongeBob. Right, Freddy? Where's Freddy at? Freddy. I'll be back there. Yeah. FNAF and SpongeBob. Subscribe.